Mother? Triel stirred beside him, reaching out. I'm here, my light, she whispered. The medbay doors slid open, and Arya stepped inside with a gentle smile. Good morning, you two. Kale stared at her in awe. Velorians had never seen humans before. You're the one who carried my mother. Arya chuckled. Well, you were pretty heavy too, but I didn't have to lift you. Triel sat up, her gratitude radiating through her glowing veins. Your people, why did you come for us? Velora had no political value. No alliances. No resources you needed. Arya paused, expression soft. Because you were alive, she said simply. And that was enough. To a species accustomed to neutrality and detachment, it was a bewildering answer. Humans had always been regarded by the wider galaxy as reckless, emotional, unpredictable. Triel finally understood why they were also feared and admired. Humans were the species that ran toward danger when others ran away. The ending, hope, rebirth, and the future of two worlds. Months passed. Triel and Kale remained aboard Haven Station as refugees. Their home world was gone, broken beyond repair, its atmosphere stripped, its ecosystem obliterated. They were the last Velorians. The last entire species, saved by a single human rescue ship. One evening, Arya visited them at the observation dome, where Triel stood watching the stars glimmer through the transparent shields. Earth would welcome you, Arya said softly. Both of you. Humanity has room for anyone who needs a home. Kale tugged at Arya's sleeve. Will I get to learn your machines? Your flying ships? Arya laughed. If you join the Academy someday, you'll fly better ships than mine. Triel turned to Arya, emotion shimmering across her face. I spent the last hours of my world believing my child would die in my arms. And then, you came from the sky like a miracle. We're no miracle, Arya replied. Just people trying to do what's right. The alien mother stepped closer, resting a hand over her heart. Humanity saved more than our lives. You saved our future. Arya looked between mother and child, a soft smile forming. No, she said. You saved your future. We only opened the door. Triel and Kale would go on to become ambassadors for cross-species rescue protocols, helping unite many races under a single humanitarian banner. Humanity didn't just save a species, they helped forge a future where kindness became a universal language. Velora was gone, but its light lived on through a mother, her child, and the humans who refused to let them die. The last breaths of a dying world. The planet Velora had always been a quiet jewel on the edge of the Perseid frontier, lush crystalline forests, silver rivers that flowed with mineral-rich water, and floating mountain ranges that drifted lazily under three pale suns. It was a world untouched by conquest, unnoticed by empires, and irrelevant to the strategic minds of galaxies. Until the day the sky tore open. A rift storm, one of the rare cosmic anomalies feared by every species, ripped Velora apart with no warning. The atmosphere shook, tectonic plates shattered, and entire regions were swallowed by molten fractures. Even the floating mountains crashed from the sky like falling stars. Among the chaos, Triel, a slender, emerald-skinned Velorian mother, clutched her young son Kale, holding him close as the world they knew collapsed around them. Her bioluminescent skin, normally soft and calming, flickered with distress. Mother, Kale whispered, trembling. The ground, it's breaking. I know, my light, she whispered, voice cracking. Hold to me. We must reach the high caverns. But the caverns were gone, swallowed by the quake. Trial stumbled, shielding her son from the hail of crystal shards raining from the sky. Velorians were peaceful, gentle beings. They had no weapons, no warships. Their society was built on harmony with nature, not defense. They were utterly unprepared for extinction. Trial scanned the horizon, but every direction was ruined. Fires rising, mountains collapsing, the air turning toxic as gas vents ruptured. She could barely breathe. Kale already wheezed, his pale gills shutting down as the atmospheric balance shifted. Her legs buckled. Her child was dying, and there was nothing she could do. With trembling arms, she curled around him as the ground split beneath them, a fissure tearing open like a hungry maw. "I'm sorry," she whispered into Kale's hair. "I'm so sorry." The universe, however, had other plans. Because someone had seen the distress flare Velora sent minutes before its comm towers collapsed. And someone answered. Middle, when humanity arrives. The sky roared. A thunderous boom echoed over the shattered plains as a Terran search and rescue corvette punched through the atmosphere, its hull glowing from atmospheric re-entry. Painted across its wings were the words, TSS Resolute. Humanitarian Fleet, leave no one behind. Inside, Lieutenant Aria Morgan, Chief Rescue Officer, leaned over the viewport as her team scrambled into position. "Scanning for life signs now," shouted Engineer Patel. "Radiation spikes rising, tectonics unstable," Aria muttered. "We need to move fast." The ship jolted with turbulence as another quake rippled through the crust. Captain Owen's voice boomed from the command deck. "Lieutenant, Velora registered a civilian population. You get down there and find them." Aria slammed her helmet into place. "Already on it, sir." The drop shuttle launched. As it neared the surface, Aria could see destruction everywhere. Entire forest regions burning, crystalline structures shattered, fault lines glowing hot like molten rivers. Picking up faint biosignatures. Patel shouted over comms. 2 individuals. Weak, very weak. Aria's heart tightened. "Set us down." The shuttle landed hard on unstable ground. Aria and 2 medics jumped out, equipment packs in hand. The heat was suffocating. The air shimmered with ash. "There," one medic called. A mound of crystal debris shifted, revealing the faint glow of emerald skin. Aria rushed forward, lifting a broken shard off Trial's back. The alien mother was barely conscious, her breathing shallow, arms locked rigidly around her child. "Life, my child," Trial whispered, unable to lift her head. "Please, save my Kale." Aria kneeled, voice gentle. "We'll save both of you. I promise." Kale wheezed weakly, tiny chest stuttering. "Atmosphere's toxic to their physiology," Patel warned, scanning them. "We have to get them into clean air now." Aria radioed the shuttle. "Emergency evac. Prepare the biopod." As the medics carefully lifted Kale into an oxygen-sealed chamber, Trial tried to push herself up. "Take him, not me," she begged. "I can endure." "He cannot." Aria placed a firm hand on her shoulder. "He needs his mother. And we don't leave family behind." Humanity may have been war-torn, scattered across the stars, but they kept one code sacred. No life is too small to save. Suddenly, a massive quake struck, splitting the ground beneath them. A plume of toxic dust erupted. The shuttle lurched sideways. "Aria, move." Patel shouted. Trial collapsed again, legs refusing to respond. Aria didn't hesitate. She lifted the alien mother into her arms. Though Trial was taller and heavier than a human, adrenaline fueled Aria's strength. The fissure widened. The shuttle engines roared. Arya sprinted through the shaking earth as debris crashed around them. The medic inside the pod secured Kale's breathing tube while shouting into the comm. "Get inside. We're losing structural integrity." Arya dove into the shuttle with Trial just as the ground gave way outside. "Punch it," she yelled. The shuttle blasted upward, rising away from the collapsing terrain. Inside, Trial weakly reached for the biopod housing her son. Is he alive?" Arya gave a tired smile. "He's safe. You both are." The alien mother's eyes flooded with bioluminescent tears. She had no words. She didn't need any. A new home among the stars. The TSS Resolute carried them to the nearest medical outpost, Haven Station, a humanitarian refuge ringed by glittering solar sails. Trial and Kale spent 3 days drifting in and out of consciousness while Earth's finest xenobiologists worked tirelessly to stabilize their physiology. Human doctors often struggled with non-humanoid biology, but they refused to give up. On the 4th day, Kale awoke first. He blinked at the ceiling, confused.